Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the emotional whirlwind brewing on The Bold and the Beautiful as we preview the heart-wrenching events set to unfold on Tuesday, May 6th. Secrets will be unveiled, relationships will be tested, and the lives of our favorite characters will take unexpected turns. Join us as we explore Stephy Forrester's difficult decision to reveal a devastating truth, Hope Logan's crossroads in love, and the intricate dynamics at play in this gripping episode. Prepare for a roller coaster of emotions as we unpack every detail with fresh perspectives and immersive storytelling. A secret too heavy to bear. In the heart of Los Angeles, where glamour often masks the pain beneath, Stephy Forrester finds herself grappling with a burden she can no longer carry alone. The weight of Liam Spencer's secret, a truth so profound it threatens to shatter lives, has become unbearable. Stephy, known for her fierce loyalty and sharp instincts at Forrester Creations, paces restlessly in her office, the city skyline a stark contrast to the turmoil in her heart. She knows that keeping silent is no longer an option, even if it means risking the fragile peace between her and Hope Logan. With a heavy sigh, she resolves to head to Brooke Logan's house, a place that has witnessed countless dramas unfold within its walls. This visit isn't just about clearing her conscience, it's about ensuring that Hope, someone who has shared both love and rivalry with her, isn't left in the dark about a matter that will change everything. As Stephy drives through the familiar streets, her mind races with memories of Liam, their shared history, the laughter, the tears, and she steels herself for the painful conversation ahead. Hope's heart at a crossroads. Meanwhile, at Brooke's cozy yet elegant home, Hope Logan sits across from Carter Walton, the air thick with unspoken questions and tentative hope. The living room, adorned with family photos and soft lighting, feels like a sanctuary amidst the chaos of their personal lives. Carter, ever the calm and collected lawyer, leans forward, his eyes searching Hope's for a sign of reconciliation. After weeks of distance, Hope's decision to reach out to him has sparked a flicker of optimism in his heart. Could this be the moment they mend the fractures in their relationship? Hope, still processing Liam's recent words of encouragement, feels a subtle shift within her. Though she hasn't fully voiced it, Liam's advice to embrace happiness with Carter has planted a seed of possibility. Unbeknownst to her, Liam's guidance comes from a place of deep selflessness, a desire to see her thriving even as his own future hangs in uncertainty. As Carter speaks passionately about rebuilding trust, Hope's mind wanders briefly to Liam, wondering why his words carried such an urgent weight. Will she take the leap and confess to Carter that she's ready to try again, or will doubts hold her back from committing to a new chapter? An unexpected interruption looms. Just as the conversation between Hope and Carter deepens, the universe seems poised to throw yet another curveball their way. Outside, the crunch of gravel signals an approaching visitor, though neither of them notices amidst their intense exchange. Carter, ever the optimist, dares to dream that this could be the start of something beautiful, while Hope wrestles with her emotions, her heart a tapestry of longing and hesitation. The warmth of the room, with its familiar scent of lavender and the faint hum of distant traffic, stands in stark contrast to the storm about to break through the front door. What neither of them anticipates is that Stephy's arrival will shift the focus entirely, bringing with it a revelation so profound that petty workplace rivalries and romantic uncertainties will pale in comparison. As the doorbell chimes, Carter might mistakenly assume Stephy's visit concerns Forrester business, perhaps a renewed conflict over Hope's role at the company. Eager to avoid tension, he may excuse himself, leaving the two women to face a conversation laden with raw emotion. Little does he know that Stephy's presence marks the beginning of a seismic shift in their world. Shared pain unites foes. Stephy, standing at the threshold of Brooke's home, feels her resolve waver for a fleeting moment. The history between her and Hope is a tangled web of competition, misunderstandings, and occasional alliances, often revolving around their mutual connection to Liam. Yet, in this moment, none of that matters. Stephie's voice trembles as she asks to speak with Hope privately, her usually confident demeanor replaced by vulnerability. Hope, sensing the gravity in Stephie's tone, feels a chill run down her spine, her mind racing to decipher what could bring such distress to her longtime rival. As they sit together on the plush sofa, the room seems to shrink around them, the ticking of the grandfather clock amplifying the tension. Stephie, fighting back tears, begins to unravel the heartbreaking truth about Liam, a truth she has wrestled with in solitude for far too long. She reveals that their shared concern for Liam transcends any past animosity, for both women hold a deep, unshakable care for him. This common ground, though rooted in sorrow, becomes a fragile bridge between them, a reminder that even in the face of personal conflicts, human compassion can emerge. A devastating revelation. As Stephie's words tumble out, each one heavier than the last, Hope's world begins to crumble. Stephie discloses the unimaginable: Liam is battling a brain tumor, a diagnosis so severe that his medical team offers little hope for recovery. The revelation hits like a tidal wave, washing away any lingering thoughts of romance or workplace drama. Stephie's voice cracks as she describes Liam's quiet determination to shield Hope from his pain, his insistence on not becoming a burden during her already tumultuous life. She paints a vivid picture of Liam's struggle, his sleepless nights, the endless hospital visits, and his brave facade to protect those he loves. Hope, her eyes brimming with tears, grapples with a flood of emotions: disbelief, guilt for not noticing his suffering, and an aching need to be by his side. Steffi admits that she couldn't bear to keep this secret any longer, believing Hope deserved to know the full extent of Liam's condition, even if it meant breaking his wish for privacy. The room falls silent, save for the soft sound of their shared grief, as both women process the fragility of life and the man who has shaped so much of their past. Facing the future together. In the aftermath of this soul-shattering news, Hope and Stephie find themselves at a crossroads, bound by their love for Liam despite their complex history. The petty disputes over fashion lines and family loyalty seem trivial now, eclipsed by the looming shadow of loss. Hope, her voice barely above a whisper, questions how they can support Liam through this without overwhelming him, while Stephie suggests they honor his strength by standing united, offering him the love he's always given them. They reflect on Liam's selflessness, his quiet push for Hope to find happiness with Carter, his unspoken sacrifices for their families, and vow to ensure his remaining time is filled with warmth, not burden. As they sit together, hands clasped in mutual support, there's a poignant realization that this tragedy might just be the catalyst to heal old wounds. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that this moment marks not just an end, but a new beginning for these two women, as they prepare to face an uncertain future with courage and compassion. Next, we will explore the exciting buzz surrounding Catherine Kelly Lang's enthusiasm for the much-anticipated return of Brooke Logan and Nick Moron on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans have long awaited a fresh twist in Brooke's romantic saga, and with Jack Wagner reprising his role as the charismatic Nick, sparks are sure to fly. Join us as we delve into Lang's heartfelt reflections, the nostalgic chemistry between the two stars, and what this reunion could mean for the show's iconic love triangles. Get ready for an in-depth look at past memories, present dynamics, and future possibilities in this captivating storyline. A long-awaited reunion sparks nostalgia. In the ever-dramatic world of The Bold and the Beautiful, few characters have stirred hearts quite like Brooke Logan, played by the talented Catherine Kelly Lang. For years, Brooke's story has revolved around her relentless pursuit of Ridge Forrester, a romance etched into the fabric of the show. However, a thrilling shift is on the horizon as Jack Wagner steps back into the role of Nick Moron, promising to shake up Brooke's world. Lang recently shared her excitement in an exclusive interview on Bold Live with host Kasperzik, where she couldn't contain her joy about reuniting with Wagner on set. The moment they reconnected, it was as though time had stood still. Lang described the experience as slipping back into the good old days, a sentiment that resonates with longtime fans who remember Nick and Brooke's electric connection. As they reminisced on set, surrounded by the familiar bustle of the studio, forgotten scenes from their past came flooding back, moments of passion, heartbreak, and adventure that defined their unique bond. This nostalgic wave has Lang eager to revisit a chapter of Brooke's life that feels like a cherished memory waiting to be relived. Rekindling old flames at the gym. Beyond the bright lights of the set, Lang and Wagner's reunion took a delightfully personal turn when they bumped into each other at their shared gym in Los Angeles. Amidst the rhythmic clang of weights and the hum of treadmills, the two actors found themselves catching up like old friends who never lost touch. Lang playfully admitted to feeding his ear with chatter as Wagner worked through his routine, her laughter echoing through the gym's mirrored walls. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, revealing a chemistry that hasn't faded with time. Lang couldn't help but tease fans with hints of what's to come, noting that they're bringing back that kind of chemistry we had from years ago. It's a dynamic that feels as natural now as it did during Nick and Brooke's heyday, a testament to the genuine rapport between the actors. As they swapped stories of past episodes, laughing over impromptu on-set antics and poignant scenes, Lang felt a surge of anticipation for how their real-life camaraderie will translate into compelling drama on screen. A new direction for Brooke's heart. For devoted B&B viewers, Brooke's journey has often been defined by her unwavering devotion to Ridge, a love story filled with destiny-laden promises and endless complications. Nick Moron's return, however, promises to steer this familiar narrative into uncharted territory, injecting fresh tension and possibility. Lang hinted at the delicious chaos Nick's presence will unleash, especially for Ridge, who might find himself on edge for once. "It'll give Ridge something to worry about, hopefully," she quipped with a mischievous smile, acknowledging Brooke's knack for keeping Ridge at the forefront of her thoughts. Imagine Ridge pacing the Forrester Creations office, his mind racing with unease as whispers of Nick's return reach his ears. This new rivalry could ignite a fire under Ridge, forcing him to confront whether he's taken Brooke's loyalty for granted. For fans, this shift offers a tantalizing break from the predictable cycle of Brooke chasing Ridge, opening the door to a storyline where Brooke explores a different side of herself, one that Nick has always known how to awaken. The adventurous spirit of Brooke and Nick. Reflecting on Brooke and Nick's past romance, Lang highlighted a dynamic vastly different from the intense, often tumultuous connection Brooke shares with Ridge. Nick, with his rugged charm and seafaring spirit, brought out an adventurous streak in Brooke that captivated audiences. Lang fondly recalled how they were definitely in sync in a different way, a partnership built on spontaneity and shared escapades, think moonlit yacht trips and impulsive getaways to far-flung locales. Picture Brooke shedding her polished Forrester persona to embrace the wind in her hair as Nick steered them into the horizon, a stark contrast to the high-stakes drama of her life with Ridge. Lang confessed to missing that carefree energy, a longing that shines through as she anticipates bringing this vibrant dynamic back to the screen. She believes this return will not only refresh Brooke's character but also remind viewers of the multifaceted woman beneath the designer gowns, a woman who thrives on adventure as much as romance. The thought of Nick and Brooke rekindling that spirit, perhaps through a nostalgic trip revisiting their old haunts, has fans buzzing with excitement. Fan anticipation and future possibilities. As news of Nick Moron's return spreads, the B&B fandom is abuzz with speculation about how this reunion will unfold. Will Nick sweep Brooke off her feet once more, challenging Ridge in ways he never expected? Could this be the moment Brooke rediscovers a part of herself she's buried under years of heartbreak and family drama? Lang's enthusiasm is infectious, fueling hope that this storyline will deliver the passionate, unpredictable drama that has defined The Bold and the Beautiful for decades. The potential for new love triangles looms large, perhaps involving younger characters who get caught in the crossfire of this rekindled romance. Imagine Hope or Steffi weighing in on Brooke's choices, adding layers of generational conflict to the mix. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Nick and Brooke's reunion is set to be a game-changer, a blast from the past that could redefine the future. Next, we will uncover the emotional tides turning on The Bold and the Beautiful as Hope Logan and Stephie Forrester experience profound changes of heart, potentially mending their long-standing rift with Liam Spencer as the unexpected catalyst. In Friday's deeply moving episode, we witness raw conversations, heartfelt reconciliations, and the possibility of newfound unity. Let's dive into the intricate details of Liam's poignant advice, Hope's evolving feelings toward Carter, and Steffie's surprising softening, all while exploring how these shifts could reshape relationships and rivalries in the Forrester world. Liam's wisdom in the face of tragedy. In a heart-rending scene set against the serene backdrop of a quiet Los Angeles park, Liam Spencer sits with Hope Logan on a weathered wooden bench, the late afternoon sun casting long shadows over their somber exchange. Liam, grappling with the weight of his recent grim medical prognosis, has gained a newfound clarity about life's fleeting nature. His words to Hope carry the weight of someone who has stared into the abyss, urging her to shed resentment and embrace second chances. Specifically, he nudges her toward rekindling her bond with Carter Walton, believing that love, even with its risks, is a treasure worth pursuing. Hope, her eyes clouded with past pain, confesses her fear of being wounded again, her voice barely above a whisper as joggers pass by, oblivious to their intimate moment. Liam, with a gentle smile tinged with sorrow, counters that hurt is a bittersweet gift life offers, a reminder to feel deeply. He implores her not to make choices she might later regret, referencing her recent habit of sidestepping Carter's persistent texts. This conversation, laced with Liam's quiet urgency, plants a seed of reconsideration in Hope's heart, stirring her to rethink her stance on love and forgiveness. Hope's tentative steps toward reconciliation. Stirred by Liam's soul-bearing advice, Hope returns to her cozy apartment, the familiar scent of lavender candles filling the air as she prepares herself emotionally and physically for a pivotal meeting with Carter. Standing before her mirror, she smooths her hair with trembling fingers, her reflection revealing a mix of hope and uncertainty. The decision to meet Carter wasn't easy. She had spent weeks avoiding his calls, the mere thought of reopening old wounds too daunting. Yet, Liam's words echo in her mind, pushing her to face her fears. When Carter arrives at a quaint coffee shop tucked away in a bustling corner of the city, his earnest expression melts some of Hope's defenses. He pours out his heart, admitting he can't imagine a life without her, his voice cracking with raw emotion over the hum of nearby conversations. Hope, though hesitant, steps into his embrace, her expression a canvas of doubt and longing as patrons sip their lattes, unaware of the drama unfolding. Does her heart still beat for Carter, or is this hug merely a gesture of unresolved feelings? The air between them crackles with unanswered questions, leaving viewers on edge about whether this reunion marks a true restart or a fleeting moment of vulnerability. Steffie's unexpected shift at Cliff House. Across town at the stunning Cliff House, with its panoramic ocean views shimmering under the twilight sky, Stephie Forrester returns home, her mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. The sleek, modern interior, adorned with minimalist decor and family portraits, feels both comforting and confining as she confronts Liam with a pressing question: has he shared his devastating prognosis with Hope? Liam, leaning against the granite kitchen counter, exhales heavily, admitting he couldn't bring himself to burden Hope with the news during their recent talk. He's weary of death dominating every conversation, craving instead moments of normalcy amidst his storm. Steffi, her brow furrowed, insists that Hope, as part of Liam's extended family, deserves to know the truth. This moment reveals a softer side of Steffi, her usual sharpness replaced by genuine concern. Could this be the turning point where Steffi begins to see Hope not as a rival, but as a fellow pillar in Liam's life? The ocean waves crashing below seem to mirror the turbulent yet transformative undercurrents in their dynamic, hinting at the possibility of a long-overdue truce. A potential truce on the horizon. As Steffi reflects on Liam's influence, particularly his encouragement for Hope to mend things with Carter, the seeds of reconciliation between the two women begin to sprout. Imagine Steffi gazing out at the horizon from her balcony, the salty breeze mingling with her thoughts of past feuds over Forrester creations and personal betrayals. She acknowledges to herself that Liam's words might have softened her stance. Perhaps it's time to forgive Hope and even welcome her back into the fold at Forrester. Meanwhile, Carter, ever the steadfast advocate, continues to champion Hope's reinstatement at the company, his efforts a quiet backdrop to this unfolding drama. The idea of Hope and Steffi uniting, not just for Liam's sake but for their children's future, paints a picture of shared family gatherings at the Forrester estate, where laughter might one day replace lingering tension. Their rivalry, once a cornerstone of B&B drama, could evolve into an alliance forged by mutual respect and shared loss. The thought of these powerful women setting aside differences offers a glimmer of hope for harmony in a world often defined by conflict. Thank you for joining us on the B&B Spoilers channel for this immersive exploration of Friday's emotional episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. The evolving dynamics between Hope, Steffi, Liam, and Carter promise a storyline rich with heartbreak and healing. What do you think? Will Hope fully embrace Carter again, and can Steffi truly let go of past grudges? Share your predictions in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates on this captivating journey.